And happy Saturday to you. Let's start with the parallel stretch, 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, triple and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 2 demi-pliés. Or roll through your feet one way, go the other way, to the bar, 1 grand plié into your first. Parallel stretch in the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, triple and 2 and the 3 and the 4, then 2 demi-pliés. Roll through, forward into just 1 grand plié. Let's close fifth. Let's have the same thing in fifth. Parallel stretch in the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, triple and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 2 demi-pliés. Roll through one way, roll through the other way, up and over back. 1 grand plié. Roll through in that fifth position. That is all it needs to be for today. And here we go. Triple. 2 demis and a 5. Roll through and 1. To the bar and a 1. Oh, forward, my bad. I was already ahead. Into the fifth, here we go. And parallel stretch, and 2. Here we go. To the other side, please. And And relax when you're ready. Okay. Good. Let's go flex and a half and a full and a half and a heel and a half and a full and plie to the back and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a plie and side. 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and we want to go to first, roll through your feet in first. Cross already soutenu, other side. Front flex and a half and a full and a half. Heel one more time, half and a full and close plie. Did it to the back, then to the side. Roll through in first position and soutenu. That's all it needs to be. And here we go. And soft demi-plie. To the back and open. half point close and a 2 half point close and a 3 half point close. 2 more tendus and a back half point close, back half point close, back half point close. Keep feeling your half points. Side half point close and a side half point close, side half point close and a 2. Tendu through your second this time and a 4. Cross soutenu already other side. 1 half point close, 2 half point close, 3 of them, then 2 more tendus. Little to the back and to the side. Open your second position, roll through in second. Cross and soutenu. And there we are. And one half and close. And 2. One and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and no, hold on. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7. Or 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Roll through your fifth once again. Soutenu other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll through soutenu and done. Nice and light. Okay, and here we go. And over. Soft plie. 3. That's it. Plie and stay and the stay and the stay, close and the close and the close. Plie and stay and the stay and the stay, close and the close and the close. plie and stay and the stay and the stay, close and the close and the close. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7. Soutenu, you can stay up because the all first thing is plie and open and stay. Close 3 times. Plie and open and stay. Close 3 times. Plie and open and stay. Close 3 times. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7. Soutenu. And here we go. Plie, stay. And close tight fifths. Plie now and stay. There's no plie after your third dégagé. Back to your next one. Plie, open, stay. And 1. And a fifth, fifth. Stay, plie, open. And 1. 1. The other 7 are just 6, careful. That's it, right. And finish. Okay. One and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3, 5 and the 6 and the 7, passé and flat and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the close, 1 and the 2 and the 3, 5 and the 6 and the 7, 7 and the 8 and the 7 and 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1, 1 and the 2 and the 3, 5 and the 6 and the 7, passé relevé this time, just stay where you are. We'll take the left afterward. 3, 3 and 8, 3, 3 and passé. And here we go. Quick toes and in. Almost.
Was it supposed to be both sides?
No, it was not.
Oh.
You did exactly the right thing. Okay. Here we go. Left side, please. Really feel these toes bouncing off the floor like tennis balls. And port de bras forward and 2 and the 3 and the 4, wrong and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, up and over back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, on the down 6 and the 7 and the 8, to the bar, 2 and the 3 and the 4, on the 6 and the 7 to your 5th, passé relevé and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Actually, you can just do a demi-rond out of your tablier, back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 4 on the down, forward and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 4 on the or, away from the bar in the 3 and the 4. 4 more on the long close fifth. Pass your relevé. 2 temps liés into your stretch. And there we are.
From the first night, it goes right to the back. It doesn't do Tommy to the side.
Say that one more
Correct.
time.
After the first balance, it goes immediately to the back. It doesn't go Tommy to the side.
Yes, it does.
Or does it?
It does.
Oh, it does.
It does. So
Oh,
the end of your passé
okay.
balance, yes, the end of your passé balance is 2 temps liés. Okay. And here we go. Follow your fingertips, mind your allongés, all of that fun stuff. And here we are. Let's have this one. And 6. Put a breath forward and on. Rond de jambe closes. Your first one closes in fifth position back for your first balance and passé back. So take it straight out of your on the or just make it a little shorter instead of going through and then closing in fifth position.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And here we go. front, 2, 2 to the side, side, 2, 2 to the back, back, 2, 2 to the side, 1 flick, flack, plie, close, back, 2 faster side, 2 faster front, 2 faster flick, flack, plie, soutenu, front, and 2, 2 to the side, and 2, 2 to the back, and 2, 2 to the side, plie, flick, flack, open, close, back, side, 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 front, 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 side, side, flick, flack, soutenu, finish. Something nice and non-threatening, hopefully. Okay, here we go. It was nice and non-threatening, what can I say? Fondu to the front and plié, fouilleté. Fondu to the side and plié, fouilleté. Fondu to the back and fondu. Hold on. Fondu to the back, relevé long to the front, to passer, développer à la seconde, then close. Fondu to the back, plié, fouilleté. Fondu to the side, plié, fouilleté. Fondu to the front, brush it through to relevé long, to passer, développer, fifth, soutenu. Fondu front, plié, fouilleté en dedans, fondu side, plié, fouilleté en dehors. Yes, just keep going toward the same shoulder and everything is going to be just dandy. Right, close. Fondu to the back, brush it through to relevé long front. Through passé to développer à la seconde. Close fifth back, you're ready to reverse. Fondu back, plié, fouilleté. En dehors this time. Fondu side, plié, fouilleté en dedans. Fondu front, brush it through to relevé long. Passé, développé, soutenu. Try not to whiplash yourself around with these fouilletés. Okay. And here we go. Nice and smooth and seamless. And soft plié and around. That's it, and fondu to the side. Same thing again, and fondu back. Brush it through and to develop. Fondu soft. Easy. Well, maybe not quite that easy. Plié, that's we start liking this fruity taste so much, we did an extra one.
Well, except that one where I
Yes,
wasn't sure where I was going.
yeah, that was the whiplashy one. One développé to the front, two compartments from there. One développé to the back, and two compartments from there. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and 8, cloches and 2 and the 3 and the 4, stretch and the 5th return. So a little different to the side and to the front and to the back. Développé 2 and the 3 and the 4, since we haven't done this one yet. 2 compartments, back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 2 compartments, small, medium, large, Texas, cloche and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, stretch, front and 5, soutenu to the other side.
So there's no développé to the side.
Exactly, because we just did that. Or at least we were supposed to. Okay. Here we go. Nice and easy. Ah, devil. A little higher, and a little higher. If you want to do 4 of them, there's nothing I can do about them. 3 and 4. Let's do the same on the other side to stay even. Here we go, and 5. Okay, let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. Are we ready to go into bigger and greater things?
Let's go.
Let's keep it light. And the 1, and the 2, and the 3, and the 4, and the 5, and the 6, and the 7, and the 8. 1, and the 2, and the 3, and the 4. I came forward way too much. 1 and the heel and the stretch and the close. 1 and the heel and the stretch and the close. 1 and plie and the stretch and the close. Plie and the stretch and the close. 1 plie, 2 passe. Tendu, close front. If you're not running out of room, we could go to the left. If you're running out of room, you're not. So make sure that you have super tight fifths. 8 and the 7 and the 6 and the 5. 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. 1 and the 2, take your time to articulate your feet. And the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 more 2 and the 3 and the 4. 2 tendu, close. 1. As a matter of fact, let's go with our left foot to the back. Yes.
What's that?
With when we start left, let's go backward. This way we don't have that special issue. So on the right, come forward with your tendus, and the left go backward with your tendus. It doesn't change anything more. So 8 tendus, then 1 double tendu slow on each side, then 3 pliés, 1 passé balance from your third plié, 2 and tendu, close. Tendu, close behind. From the left, go backward. 8 tendus. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7, 8, all the same thing. Plié 3 times, passé, tendu, close. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Next time, 2, 5. 1. I should have closed back, but that's okay. Yeah. Right foot closes back, left foot closes back as well, just for the sake of internal logic, because we could come forward with the left immediately, but we won't. It's not necessary. Are we good?
I think.
Okay. Sometimes the devil is in the detail. Here we go. Try to sway less with your hips. Just stay on your axis with your pliés as well. That's it. There we go, tendu. Go backward, one. Nice tight fifth, so you're not running out of room. Good fix. That's it.
I wasn't sure on the back and forward.
Well, you fixed it with your double tendu coming forward. This way you didn't run out of molly room.
Yeah.
Let's start this on the left. How about making that passé a single turn? Okay, and here we go. Just make sure you're going where it needs to go. Hold on. We should go back with our right. Just a little turn is throwing us off so much. Come forward because we're traveling backward with our right foot this time.
I forgot which way we started.
Yeah, that happens. Okay. Here we go. And keep your arms nice and steady, meaning there needs to be some energy in it. Otherwise, they start to bobble with your tendus. Okay, here we go. So spread like a good cookie. There's no difference between your passe and your turn. It's all the same. 1. Yes, keep going. And sideways. 2 and 3 and close. We have to start fairly far back. Releve, tombe, pas de bourrée, fifth. 1 pas de basque. 2 fifth. Again, releve, tombe, pas de bourrée to releve, fifth. Plié, coupé, onde, or tendez back at a fairly large one. And close. Up and the forward and the pas de basque to the other side again. Up. To your fifth. Plié, coupé, tendez. A fairly big one. Third time. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Tendez, plié, coupé, tendez, close. One tombe pas de bourrée, 1 pas de basque. 1 more tombe pas de bourrée to releve fifth. Back foot goes to onde or coupé turn. That closes into tendez back with a fairly big step. So we're not running out of room doing this. Are we good to mark that, or is there doubt somewhere? That's it. And go 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. One more time. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Coupé, tendez back. It's all the same thing 3 times, exactly the same. Then tendez forward, plié. 1 more coupé turn, 1 more tendez back, 1 more tendez front. Close your fifth. Are we good to mark that? Or do I see doubt?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, here we go. Nice and easy and then thick. I think I took my arms up. 1. So don't make too much of that coupé turn. And just roll right through it, always finding your fifth before the next step. And one more Tomley. And close your fifth. And we're done.
So there's more time at the very end.
Yes, the last phrase, you do the coupé turn twice. And there is more time in the end, you're absolutely correct. So you only, yes, it is. It is quick, it's small, it's tiny, no worries, nothing to it. Just a little bit of weight transfer and placement. At least that's the intention. Okay, here we go. Nice and light. And yeah, one more Tombi Padbury. Okay. And here we go. Remember, you need to work with your bottom leg as much as with your working leg. And with the opposite arm, of course. And easy one. There was one more Tomley. Tomley back, Tomley forward, close fifth position.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought something was off.
Yeah. You're working way too hard with your arms. So how about thinking that there are no elbows and no shoulders? There are just fingertips slightly fluttering around you, like beautiful little butterflies. Instead of having arms like bats. Right, just fingertips, nothing more. Okay, here we go. Left side, please, and easy. A little tiny bit better. Even so, for the record, I must state Tombi implies to fall onto your front foot, rather than just plieing in your back foot. That would be a Tombi, right? And then that Padabas should come much easier out of your fifth. Instead of just melting through that standing leg foot, you're actually making it much harder on yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's go chassé forward, enlié back, développé front, chassé side, enlié, développé écarté. Chassé forward, enlié, développé arabesque. Change to first arabesque, over to second arabesque, to fourth arabesque, hadaburi. And let's have one tendu écarté front to get to the other side. And I started with the wrong foot, I just realized. What's new? Forward, tendu, développé, croisé, side and side. développé, écarté, back and front, développé, arabesque, change, change, change around yourself, one tone, close. Just a little nothing of an adagio. Are we sequentially good with that?
So the first écarté is on this side, the other side, right?
Yes. We're
So
switching
then the
legs.
first arabesque is on
Yes,
second
correct,
side.
correct. So we're switching legs, right, left, right. There,
Right.
then just change your arms to second arabesque. There, now change it to fourth arabesque. And pas de bourrée entonant and squeeze in that little tendu écarté front. Right, correct. That gets us technically to the other side.
Okay.
Let's see if this tune is better. I think so. Just feel yourself, feel each moment. Feel the end of your line. Super tall and developing. And 6. And side and 1. Developing equity back. And backward. Just heel and standing side shoulder. And then on your own time, twist. There's no plie. And twist back. Now it goes into demi-plie. And pas de bourrée. That's it, and tone. Yep. So this really is all about filling up the space instead of just occupying it. Okay, here we go. One and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. I think you went a little slow there.
I thought this is going to be really long.
I mean, you filled your space, but you filled it just a tad too much. So let's fill it only in half the time. Okay. And treat your pliés kindly, so they treat you kindly in return. Relax and exhale. And here we go. Tendez and 3. There we go. 5. Sideways. Tendez through your Close fifth front for your equity back and 5. And back. Nice and tall, just your heel. Your arms. Front arm first. Careful with your arm coordination. Toes and fingers do the same. That's better. Keep the energy in your back toes. And finish. Okay. Yeah, if you start with your arm and then take your plie, it makes it a little bit easier instead of already promenading a tiny bit too soon into that fourth arabesque. So you're in second.
So-
Let your arms go first. Oh, your standing leg went already way too fast. So try to, from here, let your arm go first. Now go your leg. So
Oh,
really,
okay.
really swoop it.
Okay.
Swoopez-vous. Swoop. Okay. Let's go balancer forward and passer, tenlier. Tenlier, forward and passer and tenlier and forward and back. Chassé, plier, pirouettes to your fourth. Stretch and close. Forward to piquer, passer, tenlier. Tenlier, forward to piquer, to tenlier again, forward and back this time, so you can chassé through to plier, pirouettes to your fourth, stretch, close. So you're literally piquing backward in this one, out of your balancier FSA front.
So it's 3 times the same and then just the pirouette. That's it.
2 times with piqué tenlier. The third time is balancier forward and back, and then chassé.
That's it. Okay.
Or you could to mark this.
Yeah.
Okay. We might add something. And plie. Let's go a step back. Plie. Close. So really try to feel your axis each time you're changing from front to back, regardless of what you're doing. Here we go. That's it. Forward and back. That's right, up and over. One. Again, feel up and over into your pirouette landing. And up and over into your fifth. That side was a little bit better, yeah. Yeah, the hope in that combination is to feel the up and over in your passes, so you can feel the same up and over into your landing from your pirouettes. That is the whole trick about it. And of course, be careful not to be overactive in your knees or in your elbows. How about starting that on the other side? Okay, here we go. One more time. That's it. Oh. A little better. Yeah, there's just too much out of your underdome prep.
Yeah.
Instead of just trusting your closing arm and your standing leg heel. So very, very light and easy. And symmetrical. Yeah, that's all you really need. And already you could see that gives you a tremendous amount of force for two. All you need is a little quicker spot and you're in business. Almost. No worries. We'll see a few of these underdogs again. One and the two and the three and the four, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7, 1 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 4 changements. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and 8, half speed to get yourself going for your 4 changements. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Well, we got to mark this.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all about rhythm. Okay. And here we go.
Wait.
Yeah, try not to be a pushover. Think, maybe for you, think that both legs come under you together instead of going from your back foot to your front.
Yeah.
And of course, way, way, way too much force. So you can be a little bit more fuel efficient. Okay, here we go. Yep. Yeah, careful with all of that. That likes to happen when you get into your underarm, which is nothing more than just tension.
Yeah.
And it's tension you really don't need. The first one was okay, then you started over analyzing, and then we got back into this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fourth and the fifth, and the second and the fifth chassé. One more crack at your arm de danse, and the fourth and the fifth. Second and the fifth, glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. Fourth and the fifth, and the second and the fifth, chassé, up and down. Fourth and the fifth, and the second and the fifth, glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. So this time it's not tendu plié, it's just a chassé right into it.
Okay.
Let's give that a mark. What do you say? All right. And here we go. Yes, better. Right, that was much, much, much better. Wouldn't it be nice to open your arms in that glissade, so? Rather than giving us the famous Miss Taglioni. Aha, right, right, right. So maybe think second position instead of first position. That might actually help you. You know what I mean? So from second position to allongé, from second position to allongé, just to get rid of this habit. It's just a habit.
Yeah.
And it's a very difficult to break one. I'm fighting with pretty much anybody over that one. So you're not alone. You don't have to feel lonely in that one. Are we good to try this one more time? That was exactly the right approach for your underdone turns. Okay, here we go. And relax. Okay, okay. Oh yeah. The challenge of repetition. No, you're not gonna see the Wizard of Oz today.
What's that?
We're not going to see the Wizard of Oz today. Glissade, jeté, pas de bruit. Glissade, jeté, jeté. Sous-sous, plié. No, that's not right. Temps de cuisse. Sous-sous, plié, sisson, failli. Pas de bruit maintenant. Glissade, jeté, pas de bruit. Glissade, jeté, jeté. Temps de cuisse, sous-sous, plié. Where am I? Sisson, failli. Pas de bruit maintenant. Yes. Is that making sense? No, temps de cuisse. After your two jetés, back foot comes through for your temps de cuisse. Glissade, jeté, pas de bruit. Glissade, jeté, jeté. Temps de cuisse. Temps de cuisse, sous-sous, plié.
Oh,
Sous-sous, plié. Sisson, fermé, pas de bruit maintenant.
okay.
Okay? Let's give this a mark for the rhythm. Sous-sous, plié, sisson, fermé. All right, here we go. Nice pointy glissades and jetties. That's it. I have a suspicion you're not brushing your jetties at all. I.e. making contact with the floor before you jump into your jetty.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why it becomes harder and harder. Because you're just pumping it out of one leg, which that brush would avoid.
Okay.
And careful once you're landing in after your 600 failli. All you have to do is close one arm and open both when you're on the other side. You're doing something interesting.
Okay.
Some windmill-y kind of thingy that is not really necessary and also eats energy. Oh, we got to try this on the left. Here we go. There we go. That was right then. Just make sure your back hoop comes through to 10 degrees. But the jetty was much better, and I hope it felt much better too. And if you would travel your jetty sideways a little tiny bit more, you wouldn't have to start all the way over there. Because let's also remember jetty travels somewhat from one foot to the other sideways. It's an arc up and over sideways. It doesn't just go straight up and down. And then the paddleboard brings you back to where you were. And then you're right in the middle of the room for your next one. Okay.
But it keeps going.
Yes, there.
No.
And try to find a fifth in your paddleboard Antonio. At least after your coupe. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Right, remember, 600 failli, front foot is more important than your back foot. Back foot doesn't. Careful. So open your front foot to at least 45 degrees, if not 60. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
I know. We have the option of either doing it again or not. I'm leaving that entirely up to you.
We could try it again.
Okay. I guess Jane's batteries have their effect. All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
I know. Are you cooked enough to enjoy the rest of your weekend?
Oh yeah.
Okay, excellent. Then everything is accomplished. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Thank you. You too.
I will be seeing you on Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.